You know, the more I put on the ranger hat, the smarter I feel as a duelist. Right, my lady? So, another Antic Adventures of the things I read in my comments that I think I should make a video of to better educate players. And this thing, one size fits all my asshole. Right, guys? Am I right? Some will say that this hat is real. Others will say it's photoshopped. You decide. Alright, on to the content then, shall we? Farmer Brown here, aka Ranger Robbie, giving you guys another episode of the things we read in our comment section. It's time to talk about our boy. How many times can I play with the hat? Find out tonight at 11. We gotta talk about Evenly Matched, and we need to discuss the outs to Evenly Matched. So this whole video is inspired by some guy that said, how does Artifact Lancia beat Evenly Matched? And I ain't trying to call you out or anything. I'm just here to better educate you and many other people that don't understand simple card interactions. So first off, first big boy we're going to talk about is Evenly Matched over here. Evenly Matched is this new super hot tech card that is now $70, $65, $60. It's all the same thing. You can get them cheaper on Black Friday. But it's a card that just came out that attempts to equalize the playing field. For those of you that have been playing competitively, or if you're playing casually, this card will literally shit on your day. The fact that you can establish your entire board turn one, pass the board over to me. If you have Trigate, I can try to Raigeki your board, you can negate with Trigate, and then we can go into battle phase, and then you get Evenly Matched. Evenly Matched has the beautiful text that says, if you control no cards, you can activate this card from your hand. At the end of the battle phase, make your opponent banish cards until they control the same number as you do. Card is... when I did my discussion video on the format, I talked about how this card is going to run the format, and it's already begun. We're not even the ARG after this weekend. I've been reading comments about how Evenly Matched is an inherently broken card, how it was making interactions horrible for players, and the fact that we now have probably the most insane card in the game going second. Now, it's okay. It's okay. There are really cheap alternatives, well, one of them's cheap, that you can use to play around Evenly Matched that, honestly, there were a lot of them being played this weekend in the side decks between players. You just need to decide how much dedication that you want to go to. But before we get to possible cards that you can play to stop it, you need to consider, are you main decking Evenly Matched, or are you siding it? Now, when I say main decking Evenly Matched, what is the fat Hat Ranger guy talking about? Well, there was a paleo list that was main decking Evenly Matched, and I was thinking about it, and typically formats will evolve. Formats tend to, they get more aggressive as they get solved, and there might be a point to where if you're playing a deck that wants to go second, you will opt to main deck Evenly Matched because it'll soft reset the opponent's board, which a card is broken and Evenly Matched, even having more physical applications to it than it actually should. Like, not only does the card let you play second in a game where we've been wanting to play first for years now, that mentality of establishing a board has been present for a very long time, but now that we have a trap card that we can play from our hand to physically out the entire progress of your opponent's turn, and honestly, depending on how hard you get Evenly Matched, the dedication behind it, you might be able to recover. And to top things off, you know, if I Evenly Matched a Magician player, unless they have Wavering Eyes to blow out their scales to alleviate some of the backlash that's coming, or if they trigger their Time Pendulum Graph to, try to get something loaded into the extra deck, it's really a blowout. Now, sometimes Pendulum Magicians can play a little bit more passive, normal summon a Scroll Combat Joker, place a scale, set time Pendulum Graph. That doesn't get destroyed by Evenly Matched, which isn't bad. But your issue is, if your opponent has a follow-up play, like if my opponent's playing Spirals and they just have the reverse combo to get back at me, I didn't accomplish anything. I lost literally everything. Now, going into my turn, I'm going to have 4 cards in my hand to try to break Sleeper Trigate. It's not inherently fair, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! As we know it in today's day and age. Ugh. So, how are people dealing with Evenly Matched? Well, people are playing Evenly Matched. That's how you beat Evenly Matched. Well, not true at all. There's one alternative to beating it that's not expensive, because the other one just got bought out literally a day or so ago. And, okay. So, your cheap alternative is Artifact Lancea. Now, I made this video because I wanted to help out and explain. Lancea is a hand trap that you can send it from your hand to the graveyard to prevent cards from being banished. Now, here's the thing though. It's a hand trap, which is not bad at all. And we're already in a format where people are playing anywhere from 4 to 11 hand traps. 10's like the go-to number at the moment. And if you're playing Sanctum, you can bring out Lancea off the Sanctum to basically assure that you won't get totally blown out. But Robbie, how does the cards get banished face down? They're still getting banished. Lancea is your go-to for protection to make sure that you're not going to get totally blown out. Now, the next two, Lancea is great. Lancea doesn't get Cosmic Cycloned or Twin Twistered, which these next two options do. And Lanceas were like 50 cents last I looked. So if you want a cheap alternative, you side these in when you think your opponent's going to have the Evenly Matched. So if you draw it going first, or if you draw into it off of a combo extender, your board won't get nuked. Now, your opponent can still have Raigeki and Dark Hole, but literally it saves you from getting blown out. Now, the next one is Imperial Iron Wall. Now, Wall was being cited by True Draco. It's a continuous trap card that you can still multi-purpose with. And when I talk about multi-purpose cards, I'm very serious in the applications for these things. Cards that have double functionalities in your deck are typically more valued than single-handed ones. So Imperial Iron Wall will stop you from getting Evenly Matched, which is phenomenal. But once you've baited it out, or in a matchup where you're maining it and it doesn't really do what it needs to do for you, you can, that's right, tribute it off for a True Draco monster, which, spicy, isn't it? I love multi-purposing cards. Also, the problem with Wall, the next one, is Cosmic Cyclone and Twin Twister running around in the format. I would probably Cosmic Cyclone my opponent's back row, thinking that it's a potential out to my Evenly Matched if I open up Evenly Matched. It sucks that you have to trade the Cosmic in that way, but when Imperial Iron Wall, and we'll go into the next one now, Solemn Scolding, are being prevalently played as outs to Evenly Matched, you have to understand that you might have to trade your back row removal for it. You're doing it to attempt to play the game. Now, we had this discussion on the deck profile that we went up, or put up for Spirals. If you don't get to the utility wire, you can still set the Solemn Scolding as protection against Evenly Matched. It's only 3,000 life points. I'll trade 3,000 to not get Evenly Matched. If your opponent has double Evenly Matched, well, it says at the end of the battle phase. So, in my connotation, I don't see why you could play 2 of them in the battle phase, because it says at the end. There are a lot of really weird rulings and things that I've been seeing people talking about with Evenly Matched. The biggest controversial one right now is tokens versus Evenly Matched. I've heard some people ruling it, this is why you check with your head judge at your regional. Some people are like, well, Evenly Matched won't banish tokens because you can't get banished face down, but the rulebook technically says tokens, once they leave the field, they no longer exist. So you're still fulfilling the card effects. They're still getting banished, but the OCG was ruling it that they can't, you know, check with your head judge at your event to verify which way your evenly matched is being played. But you know who's playing tokens right now? Trickstars, because scapegoats. But how relevant is that? I don't know. You're just citing Lancey and Emperor Arm Walls and Scoldings to literally just be evenly matched. I mean, at least you have outs to the card. You know, it's very good when you go into a game knowing that you have outs to your opponent's outs. And it's one of the harder things about this game is when you're citing outs to your opponent's outs. Because if your opponent doesn't draw the out and they're still beating you, well, the card that you tried to counterpick them with doesn't fundamentally do what you need it to do. So, but I mean, hey, we have outs. It's also a shame that Scolding just got eaten up. Scolding's one of those cards, it's like, it would be nice if we got a common printing of it in the next structure deck for Counter Fairies. That would be phenomenal, but Ranger Robbie, don't think that gonna happen. It'd be nice, but why would you support a reprint of a card that doesn't go against the deck? We'll have to wait and see. So, you guys know, show some love to Farmer Robbie. Maybe we'll buy a fedora one of these days. Gotta pick up the $1.76 hats while they're on special, because gotta look stylish for Mrs. Farmer Brown, who doesn't exist. Because my life is sad and lonely. That's why you're all here. Keep me entertained for my infinite knowledge. So, evenly matched is bullshit. I hope that card goes to 1 in January. I'd like to be able to play the game a little bit. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And patrons, thank you. You guys are awesome. We'll continue to spice things up with my life. We're canonizing way more than we should be in this storyline. Shut up in there, Magical Girl Robbie. Maybe sometime. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.